Disappointing 4-0 defeat against one of the most informed sides in the league. Can we just get your overview, please?
Yeah, best team we've played. Put your hands up. They are better than us in every department. I think it says all that, our man of the match is our goalkeeper, who I thought made some fantastic saves. Young lad developing, putting under that much pressure to pull some of the saves out really, really good. But yeah, just better than us. And I actually enjoyed watching them in moments. I thought the way the number 4 move was really good. Just sitting there now, and that's where we want to be. 3 years ago, Bourne, we were up against Bourne with a previous club, and they were nowhere near that. But this is where the journey can take you if you stick together, if you keep working hard, get that quality at both ends of the pitch, know what you're good at, stick to your strengths, and you can produce a performance like that. But that is head and shoulders the best team we've played all season.
Obviously, you've mentioned there that he's got man of the match. I was going to mention him, Harrison. Despite conceding 4, he made a series of really good saves. Is it just a matter of keeping his head up and reminding him of those good saves?
Yeah, everybody's in there saying to him some great saves in there. It's just a very bittersweet pill, isn't it? When you feel like you've conceded 4, you've got to be resilient enough to go, it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, no, he's a young developing goalkeeper, and he's shown today the kind of quality that he's got, and hopefully we'll get to see some more of that over the next few weeks.
And just looking at kind of 3 goals in very quick succession in the first half,
yeah.
Do you feel that was a matter of the boys switching off after working so hard early on?
A little bit of that. It's similar timing to the last one. We've still got to work on that strength and resilience from if things aren't quite going our way, to make sure we keep going and keep finding a way to stay in a game. So yeah, not easy. But I would say that the 45 minutes of the second half was probably the longest 45 minutes of my life. It was a hard watch, difficult, because they were so good.
And just looking at a different point of view, 2 debuts today. Obviously, both Will and Tim came on. How impressed were you by them both?
Well, let's. I don't want it to look like we're making excuses, but there's 5 decisions made today that are kind of forced. We're really grateful for Tim for coming to help us out. We've talked a lot about lacking experience. So when I contacted the chairman of the juniors and asked for a bit of help, and he sent me a 39-year-old, I was like, oh, that's different. But he came training, and he just gave us something a little bit different that we know with the absences we needed. There's an absence today which can be avoided. We've got to be better with some of the bookings that are picked up that get us in the situation. And if you look at today, there's no dissent. We're in a much better place in that sense. So that's an improvement, and hopefully that helps us moving forward there. George has done a fantastic job on getting Ryan back in, and he's maybe a little bit earlier than we'd hoped, but he's not quite ready. And then Will being involved for what seems like 36 hours, something like that. But really, really keen to be part of it. He did come training, to be fair, and he's stepping up from step 7, but shows all the right sort of attitude. So yeah, we're pleased that we're not in that position where we're scratching our heads going, blooming out, we ain't got an 11. We've got 2 lads that were available that we've had to leave out. So we're in a healthy position in that sense. I think the selections, because of the way the game went and the injuries that happened in that game, we got the right ones on the bench to be able to cover it and to stay in the game.
And then just as well, kind of, although it was a difficult defeat, is it just trying to remind the boys of where that team are in the league compared to Sleaford, and just kind of keep your head up, because it's not always going to be that difficult?
That's pretty much what we've just said in there. There's no point going on about it. We have played a team that are much better than we are, and we need to look at that and go, I like that, we'll add that to our game. And that's exactly what some of them have started to talk about in there already. I've already picked out their number 4. When we get our midfield ticking like he does in there, we'll be fine. We'll be good, not just fine, really good, which they were.
And then just moving on post Christmas, obviously on to Boxing Day. What are you saying to the lads as you move on to Boston? Obviously a familiar face for you as well.
Yeah. Me and Chris. Yeah, we've lost 4-0 today, but nobody's lost it on their own. We've done it together.